This is a test. This is a test of the Acoustic Homestead Project. This is only a test.
It took me a little while to pick up the guitar, but after I started picking up the guitar and learning that's when I realized that I want to make my own music.
And what it takes is dedication and hard work.
Whether you're listening or playing, somebody can relate to something, and it's a feel good thing for sure.
Hello and welcome to the AHP Studio Podcast, your very own music appreciation outlet for the Ozark Region of the Midwest. On this show, I'll be discussing early influences and inspirations with other local musicians and friends, as well as announcing dates for current events happening in the local music scene. We have a deeply rooted community of musicians in the Ozarks, and I feel that there's no better way for me to support and acknowledge the many artists in the area than by doing this podcast. My main goal and intention is to make better connections with the music scene that I'm becoming a part of and to allow the world to be a part of it as well. This podcast is a big experience for me, and I hope that it will convey good messages and positive influence on our community for musicians and listeners alike. So from here, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Richard. I play acoustic guitar and sing. I'm an aspiring singer-songwriter. Currently, I do a lot of covers on stage, and I've written a few songs, but I've got a long way to go before I have anything, in my opinion, that's presentable. I really want to get a deeper message in my music, and so I'm going through the music journey of learning more about myself, learning more about others, and learning more about my guitar, so that maybe eventually I'll be able to write a song that conveys a good positive message, or even just a deep message, so that people feel and understand me better through my music, rather than just having something as background music, if that makes sense. But early life, I didn't have any family members that played music or sung like professionally or anything, but my dad did sing a lot in the car, and just to the radio and stuff like that, and he had pretty good taste in music. I listened to a lot of Pearl Jam and Queen and what they call oldies nowadays, Jim Croce and stuff like that. So I got a lot of inspiration from like amazing vocalists early in life, and I was really into singing and stuff, but like even my early teen years, I just wanted to be a rock star and a punk rocker and stuff, and I picked up the guitar when I was 14, and I really just wanted to play metal and punk and everything like that. And I was in a few garage bands that weren't going anywhere, because when we'd get together for band practice, everybody would just fuck around, and it wasn't really band practice. Like, there was no structure. Nobody knew what they were doing. And I was just a part of it, not knowing what I was doing either. So that went nowhere for a long time. Years later, I kind of drifted off from playing the guitar at all, really. And then I got an acoustic guitar for a Christmas present. And after a friend of mine passed away, I decided to teach myself how to play and sing. And then it took me a little while to grasp that structurally, because I never taught myself how to play chords. So that was a new journey of teaching myself basic chords and then learning rhythms for the strumming. And my friend Tyler, who's a great musician, is one of my huge influences early on in playing and singing, because when he would do it, it would just be so fluid and not like me, like robotic and structured and like everything on the notes and stuff like that. It just, he had such a better musical feel and an understanding of the music in itself. And so I picked his brain for a little while, and he taught me how to play a Green Day song called Good Riddance, and then showed me the ropes a little bit, if you will. And from then on, I would sit down with Ultimate Guitar on my phone and learn a song every single day, or sometimes learn 2 songs every single day, just back to back. And I got obsessed with it for a long time, for years. And that was when I was still like really just learning acoustic, like alternative acoustic, and alternative rock and stuff like that. And then maybe some years later, I heard Chris Stapleton on the radio, and I was like, this is the first country that I've heard on the radio that actually sounds like good music. Like, so I had to look him up on my Pandora site, and then Pandora kind of led me down this rabbit hole of like the Steel Drivers, and I was like, whoa, what is bluegrass? I didn't even know I liked bluegrass. This is authentic country to me. And so over time, Pandora introduced me to other music, and I got into Tyler Childers and Sturgill Simpson. And then when I was introduced to Colter Wall, I was like, oh my God, I want to learn how to play guitar like that. And I've tried, I can do a few of his songs, but I'm nowhere near the extravagant talent that he holds. Great musician. And so in the realm of that, shortly after, I was also introduced to Luke Bell, who is one of my biggest inspirations as a singer-songwriter. He wrote a lot of really good songs, deep songs, connected to his mental health and struggles and things like that, and songs that everybody can relate to. And I just, that's what I kind of strive for now, is learning how to write in a way that I can actually relate to other people, and people can relate to me through my music, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at nowadays. Just hoping to get further inspiration and influence through the interviews that I'm doing for this podcast, and I hope everybody is able to gain something from the conversations that I have with these people over time. So yeah, that's about all I got to say for that, and this will be one of many episodes for the AHP Studio Podcast. Thank you for listening, and stay in the loop.